Mr. Chairman, honorable members of this committee, other distinguished invited guests to this hearing, I would like, with due respect, to make reference to the letter sent to our service, which I think are 3 in number, dated 17th, 20th, and 24th November 2017, all in respect of this investigative hearing over the disappearance, reappearance, and reinstatement and promotion of Abdul Rashid Maina, the former chairman of the Pension Reform Task Team. The summary of these letters to us requested our service to respond or comment on the circumstances that led to the removal of Abdul Rashid Maina as the chairman Pensions Reform Task Team in 2013, his disappearance between 2013 and 2017, and his reappearance in 2017. The letters also requested the service to make a comment on the involvement of the DSS in Maina's reabsorption into the Federal Civil Service in 2017. And of course, we are requested to make any other information available or documents that could assist the committee in the course of this investigation. Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I would like to start my response by making a statement to the effect that when the Pension Reform Task Team was integrated, our service was represented in that team. However, sometimes in 2014, there was a dispute between the team and the Senate, wherein the Senate directed that the chairman of the task force, that is Abdul Rashid Maina, be removed and the task force disbanded. The directive of the Senate was carried out to the letter by the then head of service. The Senate also ordered for the arrest of Maina, which could not be effected as information had it that he has left the country through an unmarked route. The disappearance and subsequent exit from the country by Maina was made possible and easy for him, as there was no request by any agency of government to the DSS for his apprehension. Consequently, his name was not placed in our service watch list. In March 2017, Maina approached the service with a written complaint letter over threat to his life, and therefore requested for protection. The letter was scrutinized, as it is normally the practice. The fears expressed by the petitioner, Maina in this case, were also to a large extent established, even though the identity of those behind the threat was yet to be established. And therefore, because of the right to life, which is guaranteed by our Constitution and universally recognized, Maina's case was directed to be looked into, so as not to allow his life to be in jeopardy. I would like to state here that the service has nothing to do with the reinstatement into the public service of the Federation of Maina as well as his subsequent promotion. However, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, sometimes, I think in early 2016 or late 2015, I can't remember the date, because it was not through a formal document, placed a call to me when he was outside the country. I requested me to advise him on a request that he got through a source that Maina wanted to meet him, and that he wanted me to advise him whether to agree to see Maina or not in that foreign country. And I responded to the Attorney General that he should accept to see Maina, but he should not see him alone. He should see him with a third party. And of course, the Attorney General accepted the advice, and later he confirmed to me that he indeed has seen Maina in the presence of the National Security Advisor. Of course, the details of what has happened and the subsequent happenings after that meeting, I believe, must have been submitted or presented earlier to this committee by the Attorney General himself. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I would like to conclude by making some observations of the service on this particular unfortunate incident, which to us, there are just about 2 or 3 things to learn, and probably will guide the committee in reaching to a very, appropriate conclusion, or probably submission or directive or request to government, as the case may be. 1, it is our belief that there is so much sensationalization of this issue by some agencies of government, and of course, misuse of the public media. 2, there is now also a very glaring evidence of the duplicity, or I would say lack of a clearly defined role of services when it comes to issues of this nature.